This is a prophetic warning I received on the 19th of August in 2025. Arizona stock market crash, global economic shock, riots, food shortages, war, famine and death. It relates to a vision I received in 2020 as well. I saw Australia, a country scene. I saw a horse in a tree, and I saw small horses, about 5, with red and black either side, down the middle, famine and war, and nations caught in war. This war in Iran is the next scale of escalation, and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz is designed to create demand destruction in the market for fossil fuels. It's part of the green economy transition to the digital system to take us away from fossil fuel dependence and to create a condition where we never return to the same levels of consumption of diesel fuels, etc., and move across to electric vehicles, alternatives away from production, economy and economic growth being coupled to carbon emissions. That's what they are doing in the Strait of Hormuz. And if it stays closed for a few months and the price of oil remains between $120 to $150 a barrel, that will give effect to the plan that they have in place now. That's why the Europeans aren't responding to Trump's request to come and open the strait. And already the price impact is affecting Asia, who are 80 to 90% dependent on that strait for fuel supplies. It will affect Australia because we are dependent on the Asian refineries for fuel, 90% imports, and other nations who are dependent on the LNG that comes through those nations. Also fertilizer comes through that part of the world, which will affect crop yields in the next season. That's where the hunger comes in. 50% of the world's agricultural production is driven by artificial fertilization, and this strait being closed will not just affect the price of fuel, but also the price of fertilizer and the access to those things in the market. So it's a hard way to cause a reset, a brutal way to deliberately cause a reset in the economy, and that's what they're doing with this Strait of Hormuz. Pay attention to what's going on. It's intentional. Prophetic word: transition to digital economy, financial access to markets denied, hard currency withdrawn, global food shortages, civil unrest, humanitarian crisis, starvation, total control, 2025 to 2027. That's what is happening before your eyes now. And the next big transition, monumental change, will come in mid-May 2026. It's coming. And they don't have enough food in storage to keep people healthy. This is about the US. It's not going to be well if they start losing their own land and keep it only to get enough food to feed themselves. It's a large-scale humanitarian disaster that is the problem. And I ask which state specifically, and the Holy Spirit says to me, worldwide food shortages. They're planning to keep the value of products they want to sell people, fake meat and sausage mince made out of defecation, the crap out of those feedlot farms. Really? It's that bad. They are ruthlessly efficient. When it's about them not making enough money per head of population, they've become so greedy, insane, degraded, totally bizarre in every way. And it's not because they did anything at all. It's all by their own doing. Nobody chose to corrupt these big businessmen and women. They've been feeding themselves hamburger mince and rice bubbles, all the delicacies from around the world, but they think it's going to be better if they can get the masses to make do, just survive, not live well. That's what they want, to control the spread of humanity to every corner of the globe. It's kill or be killed to their minds, unfortunately. It is just like the communists used many times in Ethiopia and around the world to reset political and economic systems. It's all been done before. The Black Book of Communism, terror and repression. They can't share what they've got. They can't even include anyone in their plans that they think the world needs. So they've decided it's best to lie about it all and deliver it by stealth. It's completely evil, all of it. Nothing makes any sense at all, not even the best parts. It's all bad policy and practice, and it's going to kill people. But they don't seem to be interested in that at all, the consequences or outcome of what they want. It's going to cost them millions of dollars to implement, but that is small compared to the outcome. The cost of what it will be for those people affected, like you and your children and their families, all the MAGA families who trusted them to manage the economy properly. Is there anyone who can be trusted? Anyone in the US administration who is safe or competent? Anyone in the private sector who knows what they are planning? Maybe we could write a letter to the administration to get the message out to the people, explaining what they're planning. Who? Me and Elon. Yes, he's on board now, but he still thinks Trump is not playing straight. He's keeping it under wraps. Why? Because he doesn't want to upset the apple cart. But it's not going to last. No, eventually people will start to see the issues like huge cracks in the damn wall, gaping huge holes of financial collapse. It is a crisis like the West has never seen before. And Australia is going to be swept up this time, unlike GFC 2008. You remember the bubble? Yes, it's gone. There is no separation anymore. You've been dragged in kicking and screaming, integrated into their scheme. How long until it starts to take effect? It's about to begin, September 2025, the first stage at least. And then the second is fast behind it, May 2026. And then part 3 will be rolled out in June 2027. The Strait of Hormuz, if it stays closed for 2 or 3 months, will cause this effect to take place. That's the big end of the deal, meaning death. People will start dying of hunger pretty quickly after they take away currency, access to the financial system. And then what? You'll have no choice but to agree. And how will it end? With everybody locked up in a contract for sale to the highest bidder. A game of chess it is, a very big game of chess, and they think they need you and me on board to give them an advantage over their enemies. And do they? It's a problem because we don't agree with any of them, and neither does Elon anymore. He can see why you're checking that phone into storage because it's getting dangerous to keep it on you at night. And what about your family? They have no way to go but to believe the one that I sent. It is what I wanted, but I can't make them see it, and they want to be sure they can trust you. It's been a very long road to get you here, and they feel quite uncertain of your ability to lead.